Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Proverbs 4:23. The Bible tells us that our heart is the source for the decisions and choices of life. We set the course for our future by the direction of our heart. Everything else flows from that. Great wickedness comes when we allow our heart free rein to exercise evil. Additionally, when our heart is right with God and the hearts of those with whom we fellowship are also right with God, our hearts will be knit to one another. Hi, Lindsay with Forex Family Homestead, and today is going to be either a day in life. This might turn into a vlog over several days. Just don't know anymore. So I'm out in our garage because we worked on our garage this last weekend, and I just want to kind of show you what we did. So these stairs that you see right here used to be over there where my husband's grandma's buffet is. We moved it over there. We had plans for that buffet, but it got some damage in our moves, so we need to kind of redo it. But I just want to give you a reason why that buffet is right there, because that's where the stairs used to be, right? Like on the end right there. I can't even find it in the camera. That's where the stairs used to be, or is right there on that end. And we took off the railing that was here, and we moved the stairs over here. I'm loving it so far because before, we would walk up over here and then walk to the door. Well, we keep all of our mud boots and things like that, and they would fall over, and they get in the way, and they get dirty right there where you're stepping over, and it was no fun. So I was out here in the garage cleaning because there was just a lot of stuff out here. And I had the idea, because I don't know if you can see it from here. There's where those blue bins are right there. That's actually a rack, like a metal rack that we got for like $44 or something, like $45 at Atwoods. I'm not sure if you have Atwoods in your location because it's new to us here in Oklahoma. I got it from my extra cleaning supplies, and I'll just show it here in a minute. But I was going to put it over here, right here, next to our freezers, next to our freezer. But we had talked a while ago about changing the stair location, so when you walk up, you're just going to the door, and eventually getting rid of that little deck, I guess you can say, and building a pantry there. And we have plans for this pantry. It's not just going to be like, wood and you walk in. It's going to be different than that, but it's farther down the road, and it's not here right now. So, but I want something different now, just for the layout of this location, because you would walk in the garage and you just have like a little path like right next to the freezers to walk up to the steps, because we had all of our remodel stuff in the middle of the garage. We had my husband's grandma's buffet in the kind of the middle of the garage, and then it just kind of went crazy from there. I mean, it's still crazy. Like, it was getting dark and the dew was coming, so we brought everything, actually it was dark, brought everything else that was outside our garage back inside. So we were able to get things moved around, just not like decluttered, which I have decluttering to do for sure. But we moved all of our remodel stuff right here. This kind of stuff is our boys' school, basically just records and some kind of other stuff like that. Nothing too big, but stuff that I need to keep. And then like a paper shredder, my husband's shop vac is there, camping gear, things like that. It could be moved, just stay there. But we put all of our remodel stuff over on this wall over here. Like our tile, our grout, our faucets for our bathroom, all over there, along with my husband's grandma's buffet. And then he put his wood over here also for our remodel. And then there's a screen door that we plan on putting up on our front door eventually. So we got all of our remodel stuff off the ground, because our trim, you can't see our trim. Our trim is like back behind the buffet. And one issue that we had ran into is when it was pouring down the rain, and say the garage door, like if there was something kind of, like there's a cutout, and if it kind of had anything in it, like it would not make a seal, and so the water would come in. And we actually had our trim and things like that get wet, and a couple of the pieces got ruined, but we didn't want it to continue to happen. So getting out of the main walkway is a huge blessing for us. We're able to actually walk in here. It's still very, very, like, I have shoes down here that I need to go through. I mean, we just still have stuff everywhere. We have our elliptical back there. Our elliptical was kind of in front, like where the stairs are, where the railing was. There was an elliptical here. Well, then there was just stuff all around the elliptical. It's still not set up all the way. I can't show it. Where am I anyway? It's still not set up all the way. But I mean, it's back there, and hopefully we'll be able to get it set up and be able to use it here pretty soon. So the garage is not done. We still want to build shelving for all of our bins. I'll show our bins right over here. We have lots of bins. Don't look at my toilet paper. I say that, and then you're on look at my toilet paper. Whatever. Anyway. We're gonna make shelves, and it would be nice just to buy the big metal heavy-duty shelves. That way we don't have to take the time to like build something, but I think it might be even cheaper at this point, even with wood prices not being back where they were before, to build something. It just takes time and effort, and my husband's a very busy man. So in these bins, Christmas stuff, fall stuff, summer stuff, like decorating, I am gonna go through them and get rid of a lot, because I have realized that I'm the person who, when I decorate for these things like Christmas, fall, summer, I can't have a lot of chaos, or I can't have a lot of decor in my home, because it feels like chaos to me and overwhelms me, and then who wants that, right? I decorated for fall, but I'm stressed out all the time. No. So I'm going to go through there and minimize some of the stuff. Our dog hears me, and he's like, what is she doing? He's such a protective dog. Anyway, and then a lot of the bins, I have some of my kids' clothes that are too small for them. Well, mainly our oldest that I can pass down to my youngest. And then I have some bins that have my dad's things in them, which I will not be getting rid of because they were my dad's, and I'm not going to do that. Some motorcycle helmets, things like that. And eventually, I have a plan for them. Like, I do. If we get there before the Lord returns, who knows? But that's what is in those bins. And I do have some bins that have some other things in them. I have a timeout bin, meaning like, I don't know if I want to keep this, but I might not want to get rid of it. So I'm going to put it in a timeout bin to see if I ever go back and pull it out again. I don't know. Yeah, because there's nothing worse than being like, oh, I don't need this anymore. And then like 3 months from now, you're like, oh, where is that? And then you realize you got rid of it, and you're like, oh, I should go buy a new one. No, I'm not going to do that. So anyway, I'm going to show you real quick just what our deck looks like now, and my metal storage container. No, my metal rack for storing. All right, so here's the stairs again. I think I'm going to redo this from my son's room. We were keeping like our dog's extra like scarves, you know, he has a collection of scarves and things like that in it. But I cleared it out and I put it up here, which used to hold my extra cleaning supplies, which I outgrew. So the stairs were right there. Right here were the stairs, and you'd walk up and then you go to the door, and then all the mud boots and stuff were like right here. And like that is for chickens, like they collected eggs, or if I put something like leftovers for the chickens, I will use that. So that's not where that goes. It was just sat there. So that's the things I'm talking about. That stuff kind of would just happen all the time, and then you'd walk around it. And then our mud boots got moved down here, which is good. It's just fine. And then, so this is where you would first walk up, and we do have our dryer vent here. My husband's plan is eventually to actually move it into the back of the house. So our dryer is on the other side of this wall, but the back of the dryer is back here. So he's going to just have it going out the back of the house instead of in our garage, which is annoying. And anyway, so here is that metal rack. I feel like I'm breathing hard. I don't know why. I'm in a hurry, I guess. And it just has my extra cleaning supplies on it, laundry soaps. And then here's cleaning supplies extras, and then ones I do use, but I don't use all the time, or I don't want them in my house. Right here is a list of what we had in our freezer, and then it fell down because I think, I don't know, one of the magnets came off of it, and so it got put on top of the freezer forever. Now it's dirty, and I'm going to replace the magnet and redo it and put it back in my freezer. I think I'm in a hurry because the camera is about ready to die, so I'm like trying to talk fast, but then it just comes up like I'm breathing hard and out of breath, which is really lame. So all right, I have to go clean. Today is my ketchup day, the day I catch up on everything that I did not take care of on Sunday. So I try and make sure my house is clean on Saturday evening before I go to bed. So Sundays are pretty easy. Those are the days I just don't want to clean. I don't. I want to relax. I will sometimes meal plan those days. Just depends. But yesterday, me and my husband had a date because my kids went other places, so we were able to have a date. We went out to lunch and then came back home. My camera's gonna die. So, ketchup day. I have to go pick up what kind of was just left out yesterday.
Awesome beard, huh?
Get your Bible up.
The B-I-B-L-E. Is that too much for me?
Biblio. Dehydrated garlic. My house smells so strong, like garlic. And I did some sliced and some like this. Garlic is amazing. So what I'm going to do with this, it's all dry, I'm going to grind it up and store it.
See, look, I can get it from me and not from you. Huh?
All right here I am getting ready to make Ryan his birthday cake. I'm taking some butter. I take 2 sticks of butter and I put it in a saucepan and I melt it down. I use butter instead of oil for cake. Ryan wanted a lemon cake for his birthday this year, so we did just buy a box cake, but I always do different ingredients. So instead of oil, I use butter, and I always double the amount of eggs, which is nice because right now we have so many eggs coming from our chickens, so it's nice to get them used up in different ways. But let me tell you, there is such a huge difference between store-bought eggs and our eggs. The shells are so tough. They are so thick. Like, you have to whack that and get it to like crack. It's amazing. And a few times lately, I've actually been getting shells in our food just because like it takes some effort. And it seems like I'm always like getting a little piece of shell in our food. It's awful. I've also replaced the water with milk, and I did not have enough milk, but I used a little bit of cream to get it up to, I think it was the 1 cup mark. I don't quite remember, but yeah, I had to use some cream. So I thought I had enough milk and I didn't. I was like, oh well, cream works. So I'm just getting it all mixed together here. I love my KitchenAid. It was a gift from my mother-in-law. I believe it was her KitchenAid, and then I don't think she used it very often. So she gave it to me for Christmas one year, and I love it. It's so nice. All right, I am taking Ryan's cake batter right now, and I am dividing it up into rubber, like plastic Tupperware, because I do not have any glass bowls, and I don't realize that I'm missing glass bowls until times like this. But when we moved into this house, we unfortunately had some boxes fall over, and a lot of my glass kitchenware, bowls, things like that broke. So I normally don't realize it until, holidays and birthdays, things like this. But all my other glass dishes are in the refrigerator holding leftovers at this time. But what I'm doing here is I divided the batter, and Brian wanted a tie-dye cake. So I am mixing in dyes into individual little bowls of batter to get different colors. He had this cake a couple years ago, and it turned out fantastic. This time around, my batter was so thick. Normally, when I did it in the past, I would pour the batter in, and then I would pour the next color in, and it would just spread so nice and evenly and just kind of give the cool effect. But this time, it was so thick. I feel like my butter was not melted anymore, and I probably should have added some more milk, but I didn't really even realize it was as thick as it was until I had already put the dyes in. But I guess I probably wasn't paying attention like I should have, but it turned out okay. I don't know, I did start getting a little panicked. I don't know if you probably can tell it on my face, because I was a little worried that I was going to mess up his cakes because it just was not spreading, and I was like, I'm not going to have enough batter, and it's just gonna look weird, and I'm ruining his 12th birthday cake. This is awful. But I just kept going because I was like, I've already made this batter. I've already went this far. I'm gonna just see this through and see how it turns out. And if I have to start over, I will. But I was just gonna continue to keep going. And I was shaking just trying to get that batter to move. But so what you do is you take one color, you put it on the bottom, and then you take the next color and you put it on top of that, and then it spreads. Well, it's supposed to spread, and you just keep going, and it makes a really cool tie-dyed effect. A couple years ago, Ryan had a tie-dye cake, and we did tie-dye frosting, and it turned out awesome. It was lemon frosting, and we made lemon frosting for him this year as well. But this year, he wanted Dan to make okie and put okie on top, so we just used normal frosting, like lemon frosting, and then Dan drew Okie, our dog, on top of Ryan's cake. It will be at the end of the video. You'll be able to see it. It turned out really good. But here I am just shaking that batter in the pan, trying to get it to spread out. I didn't want to mess with it too much because then it would just, I think, turn, into a weird kind of color and not be tie-dyed. Who knows, it'd probably turn out gray or something, and I did not want to make a gray cake for my child's birthday. But yeah, it took a long time to get that around. I'm banging it on the glass, just try one more time, trying to get it out and even. But it actually turns out really, really well, and his cake was delicious. I thought it might be dry, but it was so good. The next day is actually Ryan's birthday. All right, so are you sure you want to open up everything today?
Yeah.
All right, so we didn't have wrapping paper. I wasn't prepared. Sorry, honey. All right, so that's from Grandma and Grandpa, Grandma Sue and Grandpa Terry. Mm-hmm. This is from us. You opened this last. That's from us, and that's from Aunt Janine.
Okay.
So.
I'm gonna open the card.
You want to open up the card from Aunt Janine first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always start with cards.
Always start with cards. What?
Oh, that'll be helpful. It says, your birthday here's good times are waiting. Oh.
Oh. Aww.
Brian. So here's to happy celebrating. We hope you have a wonderful day. Happy birthday. We love you, Uncle Ted and Jimmy.
Oh, very nice.
That's an awesome card.
Yeah, it's a cool card. Oh. Don't let your dog get that. He's like, it smells like it came from Arizona. Alright, this is from Grandma Sue and Grandpa Terry. We might need to cut that with scissors. Or, sorry, we're using a knife. Y'all are not prepared. Just kidding.
Jake's grabbing his.
Jake's grabbing
Oh,
his.
wait, I can just open it from the top.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Never mind. It
Never mind,
has
Dad.
a place to open it from. Go for it, kiddo. Jake, it has a place. Yeah. Ready, go. It's a box. You got a box.
It looks like it's upside down.
Yeah, honey. I was gonna say maybe turn it around. Yeah.
Ooh, what's that?
Camping stove.
What?
A camping stove.
That sounds cool.
That is cool.
Is cool.
It is a camp stove. I thought it was just a box with like rocks inside of
A
it.
box of rocks. Wow.
That's cool.
That is cool, huh?
That is cool.
Gonna use that for your survival thing?
Yeah.
And it has a bag, so you need to keep everything in the bag.
Little
Yes.
things so I can like catch fish and
A
make
grill.
it have grill marks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grill marks. Grill marks important.
Brian.
Very
What's gonna grill
cool.
on it?
Squirrel.
Grilled squirrel.
Grill a squirrel on. No, I'm not gonna grill Loki. That's just mean.
We'll only grill part of the time. We'll fry the
What
rest.
about his legs? He doesn't need to.
Yeah. Can we cook him? Oh no. We can try.
I don't think it's meant to hang out in the box.
Yeah, we don't have to keep it in the box. But
Oh, there's more?
there is more.
What?
Ah.
That looks cool. What's included?
Papers.
Oh, it's a bag.
What does it say?
Oh no.
A lot of stuff written on it.
Get it open.
I like stuff that comes in bags and containers so you can keep everything together.
What is this? Oh.
Carving set.
Wow, that's cool. Someone's gonna lose a finger. Alright.
That's why he has the gloves.
Yeah, it came with gloves too.
Very nice. Very cool. Okay, so, right, you're going to be very responsible with that. Very responsible with that. That way, because Grandma knows that you've been carving a lot of things.
She does?
Like, yes, because I've told her. I told her about your knives that you carved out of wood with the pencil lead in it. Multi-purpose tool, so she thought that would be good. And I know you did have something like that, but I don't know if you still had it all together, or, and then that has like different tools, so
Yeah.
you can do some fancier stuff.
Cool.
All right, so now you get to open up the gray bag from us.
Hey, it's still string on it from Christmas. Awesome shirt.
It is
So you saw that shirt in Atwood's, and I said, what about this one? And you're like, no, Mom. And I was like, oh, no, I already bought it.
I like it though, actually.
Okay.
Let's keep the ribbon off this. That's cool. I like the buttons on it.
Yeah.
The snaps are really cool looking.
I
Yeah.
like snaps.
Pearled with gray.
Baby, you don't have to fold it back.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Yes! Another one. It's a Wrangler.
Oh, nice. A Wrangler one. Those are cool. Are they snapped also?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are cool colors too. Is that orange?
It's like a reddish.
It has like white
Oh,
and
yeah. That's cool.
that
Oh,
one's
I like the collar lines, like the
yeah.
sewed lines. That's really cool.
That's an awesome shirt.
It is. Oh, a book too? What?
Oh, nice! Camel Bible. With names imprinted on it.
Dude!
And it's big letters too.
I know, I saw it. That was the only one that they had, and I was like, it's camo,
Dude, check
and
out.
it has big letters. That I was like,
Solid
yes.
gold name imprinting.
Awesome.
Neat. That was a cool Bible, I think.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It has the Jesus words in red.
Red letter.
All, yeah.
KJV.
Right.
Harvest Records.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wait, can you make sure it has Jesus words in red? I was like, I'm pretty sure, honey, New Testament.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, good.
it's right there.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I double checked that, but no. So,
That is cool.
It's an
Yeah.
awesome Bible.
all right, your big red one.
Yeah.
Don't know what it could be. Okie,
What's in
watch
big
out.
red?
Thanks you. Oh, wow, that's really heavy.
Oh, it's a box.
Yeah, you got a box.
Oh, it's a
Stuff
bag in a
inside of
box.
it.
What is this?
Survival card.
So what does it have in it?
It has sewing needles, a saw, fish hooks, a knife, arrowhead, and so you can put on like in the spear a button. These are, I think that's a spearhead, and that's another sewing needle, fishing hooks, and it's just awesome.
Is that
That's
a Grim
cool.
survival card?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's not.
That's a throwing card.
No.
No, the
No.
other one.
This one?
Yeah.
No, that's not. It just shows you like about the company. What is that?
Well, you got some
Shove.
Balls.
bunch of.
Slingshot ammo.
So for your made slingshot, you have ammo
Hey,
now.
those are clays. Don't put them on the couch because they will actually
Oh,
make a mess.
Yeah, they're clay.
here. Let me put it back inside the box. Oh wow, that's what makes it so heavy.
Wait, so what's this bag from?
Ryan,
Did
look
you
at
look at it?
Ryan, look at the address.
Fowler's Bakery and Mission.
Fowler.
Nice.
That is sweet.
Is that the one you wanted?
Yeah.
Okay. There's other stuff in there.
Yeah, keep looking in there. They might have a really cool bunch of stuff in here.
Well,
The newsletter?
shows you how to.
That's cool. It has a target
Oh,
on it.
Target.
It
Yeah.
has that.
Dollar
Awesome.
flyer. Keep looking. There's more in there too. I think.
There is?
Sure.
That's cool.
What is it?
What is it? What do you
It's
see
a
there?
Zachary Fowler playing card.
But what does it say?
Look on the
It
front
says
of it.
happy birthday, Fowler.
He signed
signed it?
that. That's his signature.
He
on
signed
your card.
it?
On your card, yes.
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool? Is that a sticker?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. Isn't that neat?
That is
Give
awesome.
you an autographed card.
You know how many times I wanted to accidentally say something about it?
Yeah.
I was like, oh. Every time we'd watch him on YouTube, I'd be like, it's so cool that he signed your, and I was like, zip it, Mom, zip it.
Along that, it could be worth billions someday.
Isn't that sweet?
Yes.
All right. So, are you going to cause some mischief? What is it? A makery mischief?
Great and mischief. I believe there's bands with this.
Yeah,
flat,
there is.
Flat bands along with the Sparrow slingshot too, so it comes with the whole set.
Nice.
Are you happy with what you got here?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Happy birthday, hon.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
12.
Can't believe it.
All right, so we are headed into town. We are going to have chicken fried steak tonight, but I think we're going to also roast marshmallows, right? Have s'mores later on.
S'mores on my camping wood stove. type
Yeah, that
thing.
he got from his grandma. So, and then his brother in the back is going to buy him a slushie or a drink from Sonic. Ooh, there you go. Nice. You like your slingshot?
Mm.
It was awesome.
It all shattered.
Yeah, it did.
Always make different stick piles, different sizes. Hear you. I don't want my thing to get there you go, got a hole there.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ryan. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
On
gonna do it
Channel
one at a time.
4.
Okay.
You'll get your wish unless you.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
This is just.
Let's put it in the candle. Just put it out. Just put it out. There you go.